This is Manjunath S, working as an assistant professor, Government First Grade College, Tumkur. Today, I have to take the class on income tax. In this session, I will cover introduction, history, sources, income tax authorities, and types of taxes. Then let me know that introduction. What is tax? Tax is an important source of revenue to the government. Tax is a compulsory contribution by the people to the government. The government needs the funds for various purposes. In these purposes, to make the welfare of the society, to developmental expenditure, to meet defense expenditures, and to maintain the law and order. Then, now we can know that history of taxation. Since ancient period, according to Manusmriti, in ancient India, the farmers they were paid the tax in the form of agricultural produce, and artisans and businessmen they have to pay the taxes in the form of profit. Then, income tax was first introduced in India in 1860 by British ruler Sir James Wilson due to the heavy losses and expenses. In 1857, what that Indians they started the Sipahi Mutiny, that is called first freedom movement in India. Since 1860, numerous amendments were made. In 1886, first Income Tax Act was passed, and the scheme of taxation specified for levying the tax in the year 1886. The 1886 Act was replaced by the Income Tax Act 1918. In 1922, a new Income Tax Act was passed, and this act was remained in force till 31st March 1961. Numerous amendments were made in the income tax structure. It is so complicated and confusing in the minds of assessees. Therefore, the Government of India referred the Act to Law Commission in 1956. In the same time, the Government of India had appointed the Direct Tax Administration Inquiry Committee in September 1958 to suggest measures for reducing the tax evasion. The recommendations of these two commissions were examined by the Special Committee of the Central Board of Revenue. A bill was prepared and introduced in the Parliament in 1st April 1961. But this bill was passed by the Parliament in September 1961, but this act came into force on 1st April 1962. This is the brief history of income tax in India. Then now let me know the sources of income tax. The various sources of income tax law are there in India. Out of these, first one is that Income Tax Act 1961. And second one is that Income Tax Rules 1962. These rules and regulations are provided or given by the Central Board of Direct Taxes in the form of notifications. Next one is that Annual Finance Act. Annual Finance Act, every year the Central Finance Minister presenting the finance bill in the Parliament. After passing that bill in the Parliament, that is called Annual Finance Act. And next one is that Central Board of Direct Taxes. Central Board of Direct Taxes is the highest authority in the income tax. So this board has given that directions, rules and regulations in relating to that income tax. And next one is that judicial decisions or case laws. The judicial relating to that judicial decisions, that High Court and Supreme Court decisions in relating to that claims of that assessees, that should be taken as sources. Next, now let me know that income tax authorities are legal framework. As we know that Central Board of Direct Taxes is the highest authority. It has the two parts, administrative and judicial sections. In that administrative section, it comes that Director General of Income Tax, Director of Income Tax, Additional Director of Income Tax, Joint Director of Income Tax, Deputy Director of Income Tax, Assistant Director of Income Tax, and also that Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Commissioner of Income Tax, Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax, Joint Commissioner of Income Tax, Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and Additional Commissioner of Income Tax. Not only these authorities, they are working as in hierarchy. Income tax officer or tax recovery officers are also working in that administrative section. In that judicial section, it comes that High Court and Supreme Court, in case any problem or any decisions have been taken by that administrative staff, the assessors can claim in the court, that is in the tribunal, appellate tribunal. They can go for High Court or Supreme Court, whatever the judgment it may comes by that High Court and Supreme Court, that can be taken into consideration in that income tax law. Next, now let me know that types of taxes. There are two types of taxes: direct taxes and indirect taxes. Direct taxes are those taxes which are paid by the assessee himself. The indirect taxes are those taxes which are shipped to that some other person. The payment of tax can be shifted to some other person. Such taxes are called indirect taxes. Such direct taxes example are income tax, gift tax, wealth tax, capital gain tax, securities transaction tax, corporate tax. Then example of indirect taxes are sales tax, services tax, goods and services tax, that is called as GST, value added tax, VAT, custom duty, toll tax. Then now let me know that what are the differences between direct and indirect taxes. Incidence and impact of taxation is on the same person in case of direct taxes, but in case of indirect taxes, that incidence and impact of taxation is on different person. Direct tax is imposed on income, but indirect taxes are imposed on products and services. In case of direct taxes, the load of taxes cannot be shifted, but in indirect taxes, the load of tax can be shifted. These are all the differences between direct taxes and indirect taxes. Thank you.